Today is day 27 of getting off to a great start. And today we're going to talk about something so important, coaching your hostess. You know, your hostess is your partner in this business. You're going to make some money, but she's going to get some free jewelry, and you both want to have a great night. It's your job to educate her on what to do to make this successful. So we want to properly motivate her and educate her so she knows exactly what to do. You need to have a set time to coach your hostess. Don't just call her and start to talk to her. Actually schedule it. I love to home hostess coach. So I go to her home or her business, or I meet her at a restaurant, and sometimes she even just comes to my house. But I love to talk to her for about 20 minutes in her home so I can see where I'm going, know where I'm going to do the presentation, know where I'm going to set the jewelry up, check out if there's enough light. I can imagine the area, and I can sit down over a cup of coffee or a glass of water and just chat with the hostess and start to build a relationship. I know not everybody's able to do that, so one of the other options is to do it over the phone. But set a time. Hey, could I talk to you Tuesday night at 7 o'clock for about 20 minutes on how to have a great show? Would that work for you? Great. And then actually call her Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Now, what you're going to want to do is give her a guide. You can use anything that works for you. I personally love to use the tic-tac-toe because it makes it fun, and it's a little way that she can earn some prizes. So I use this little sheet, and it's on my website. You can find that at joyousjewelers.com. Password is Joy. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to review all of her hostess benefits. You know, the 30%, the half-price items, the $250 gift cards. So she is psyched and excited on what she can earn. And then we're going to start talking about how to have a great show. Now, we're going to talk, of course, about the original date, so we get to mark that off. You're going to keep it, right? That's awesome. I think it's very, very important to give your hostess goals. She needs to have some sort of concept of how many people typically come to a show. How big should the show be? How many pre-sales should I get? What do you expect of me? What makes a successful show? So we are the knowledgeable ones. We do this for a living. We're going to educate her. We are partners in this. I can sell the socks off of anyone that she brings to the show, but she's the only one that's going to get the people there. So I've got to help her to know how to do that. So the next block is 10 guests. We're going to give her a goal. Now we're going to tell her, hey, I'm going to be thrilled if you have one person there, and I'm going to be thrilled if you have 5. But hey, let's go big. Let's shoot for 10. So how are we going to do that? And then you're going to talk about invites. Now, I love to do multiple invites. I always love to text a fun pic collage. We can do evites. We can mail. I love to mail to about your top 10 people, if not all of them, whatever she wants. We could also do a Facebook event, but I always like to do that in conjunction with something else. And I'm going to give her papers that she can actually hand out. So there's lots of methods, so we're going to talk about that. And we're going to shoot for 30 to 40 people to invite so that we get 5 to 7 to 8 to 10 people that are actually there. So we're going to talk all about that. We're going to talk about how she needs to personally invite them, and how I'm going to send her these texts that she can send out, and how I'm going to make reminder text little pictures she can text out as well. And she always is very appreciative of that. Another goal is that I want her to have a $500 show. So I want her to know what is an average show, what can she hope to make, and it's good for you to know your average, or maybe if you're brand new, the average of your jewelry team, the girls that are on your team and in your area. So you can say, you know, our goal is to have a $500 show, but in this area, our average is about 600. So 500 shouldn't be too hard. And if you make it to 500, you get to mark that little block off on your tic-tac-toe board. So that's really exciting. So then we're going to talk to her also about pre-sales. That's going to be how she gets her show to 500. And I always tell her and give her creative ideas and talk through with her individually about where she could get pre-sales. At work, at her husband's work, at her mom's work, with her friends in the playgroup, her friends at church, her faraway friends using my website. So we talk through all of those options and some creative ideas. The middle square is to watch my video. So I'm going to ask her if she watched my video, and then I will ask her my 4 basic questions about that so that she can get credit for watching my video. And then, hey, I'm going to ask her, hey, are you ready to get on my books for your next jewelry show? Because you can mark that off on your tic-tac-toe. We could put you down for like 3 months from now, or 6 months from now, or even a year from now, and you can get credit. And if you find a friend that wants to schedule a show with me before I even come, make sure you let me know. Because if you do, I'm gonna give her an extra $25 in free jewelry and you a $25 gift card that you can spend at her show. So make sure you tell me that. And then the last block is if you get 3 shows booked at your show, which you know we want to do because you get that extra $50 gift card. So let's make sure we're talking it up and having fun. Now, if she gets 1 tic-tac-toe, she gets a prize from my goodie bag. 2 tic-tac-toes, she gets a clip it. And if she gets more than 2, then she gets both. So it's just fun. But this is a great guide to walk you through making sure that you don't talk too long and that you cover all of the important bases, because we want this hostess to be educated and ready to go to have a fantastic show. Make sure you stay closely connected with your hostess. What does that mean? That means that when you schedule that show, immediately send her a text, maybe a cute little picture that says, save the date, October 16th, I'm so excited. And then make her invite up, the little textable invite or the word invite or whatever it is that you want to do, and get that to her to proofread and make sure it's good so she feels like it is a for sure thing. And then stay in touch with her, scheduling your time to coach her about 3 to 4 weeks prior to the show, and then get her invites out 2 weeks before. 1 week before, make sure you call her, even if you've talked to her a few times already, call her and say, hey, how's it going with your RSVPs? And then 3 days before, check in and then send her that textable reminder that she can send out to her friends, and just remind her to do that. And then encourage her and find out about any pre-sales and remind her about her bonuses and watching the video about Premiere if she has not done that already. And then just get her excited. Talk to her about her wish list, and you're just so excited to see her. And then after the show, make sure you thank her. Make sure that you send her a card and tell her how much you appreciate her. And then in a couple of weeks, find out, how did it go delivering the jewelry? Is everybody happy? Do we need to do any replacement exchanges? Is the jewelry behaving? And then continue every once in a while to stay connected with her. Friend her on Facebook. Like her post, because in the future, we want her to have another show. We want her to be a great customer. Oh, and by the way, I love to give my hostesses a Elite Hostess Perks card, and I let her have 20% off for 6 months with me, and the week of her birthday, she can get a 50% off item. So that's another great way to stay connected. But we want to really build a relationship with our hostesses so that they are repeat hostesses and repeat customers, and they come to our events and they stay connected. So get on the phone, connect with your hostess, and make sure you schedule a time specifically for about 20 minutes to go over how to have a great show.